We are another day closer to the start of the NFL season. The 53-man rosters are set. Opening day kickoff next Thursday. Bills and Rams. Boy, we gonna get there right before you know it, I swear. JGoodWithSports here. Look, I'm very, very excited for the NFL. Also, I've told you all I am a fantasy football fanatic. So I'm going to just drop a few nuggets. Just so you know, I do help people win their fantasy football leagues. If it's a season-long league, daily fantasy, in regards to like FanDuel, DraftKings, or, even just sportsbook betting. I'm your guy. I'm your go-to guy. Reach out to me. I'll help you get paid. Anyway, so in either season-long or daily fantasy stacks, you want to stack your lineup. But what I mean by stacks, it's usually you want a quarterback and a wide receiver that's on the same team that's going to give you double the points, that's going to give you it feels like an advantage. It's like a double whammy for the opponent, right? Last year, the best stack was by far Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. That was perfection. Another great one last year was Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Almost perfection. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams over the years. Outstanding. So, with that being said, I guess I'm going to list, a few of them here that should give you that advantage. Now, that's a traditional stack. Quarterback, wide receiver. You can also do quarterback, tight end, quarterback, running back, depending on how heavy they are in the passing game. Like potentially Baker Mayfield and Christian McCaffrey, but that's more of a lower tier stack right there. But anyway, we'll mainly focus on quarterback, wide receivers, unless, we find something that's a little bit more juicy on that one. All right. So, like I said, NFL starts next week, and that's the Bills and Rams, and both teams have outstanding stacks. Outstanding fantasy players. Just in general, that game should be pretty fun to watch. So on the Bills side, you got Josh Allen, who to me is my personal favorite for league MVP. Number one fantasy quarterback entering this year. Arguably the best quarterback in NFL right now, but that's up for debate with others. But Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, 2 years ago, that stack was elite. That was one of the best. Last year, it kind of tailed off because Josh Allen decided to spread the ball out to a lot of different people. Because you had Emmanuel Sanders, you had Cole Beasley. Of course, you had Stephon Diggs, but they also got Dawson Knox involved. Devin Singletary out the backfield at times. So he definitely spread it out a lot. Now the wide receiver position is pretty thin for the Bills. They don't have as much depth. They also had Gabriel Davis last year. Now he's sliding into the number 2 role, which is a value pick, but that's neither here nor there right now. But I expect the Diggs and Josh Allen connection to be pretty successful this year. And then the other team that's playing, the Rams, of course, and I mentioned that earlier, that Stafford and Cooper Kupp was the best stack last year. I mean, Cooper Kupp set all the records. All of them. Not even close. Now, I definitely don't expect Cooper Kupp to be anywhere near what he did last year as far as production, but that's still a pretty good stack. It is. So those two have pretty good stacks. Just moving down the list. 49ers. Trey Lance is unknown. A lot of people are high on him. But I would say if you was to do a 49er stack, as of right now, it could be Trey Lance, and it's, by default it should be George Kittle, because usually young quarterbacks target tight ends as a security blanket, as they're trying to develop and eventually start throwing outside numbers more often. But that one right there is more of a safety one, safe bet. Maybe Brandon Ayuk, because I guess he's been killing it. Deebo Samuel, I don't know yet. I just don't know the full dynamic of Trey Lance and his weapons yet, so it's kind of up in the air. Bears, it would definitely be Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney by far, and that's an underrated sneaky snack. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a diehard Bears fan, but the eye test says that it's going to be there. Saints, I really don't trust it right now. And it has nothing to do with Jameis Winston or anything. It's just more so, I don't know how good Michael Thomas is going to be. I don't know how healthy Jarvis Landry is going to be. Chris Olave, I'm still trying to figure him out. I wouldn't touch it. Falcons, I believe in Kyle Pitts. I just don't believe in Mariota, so I wouldn't even bother with a stack there. Maybe Drake London, but once again, not trusting Mariota, so that's that. Steelers, I believe that one is still up in the air, because I don't know how good Mitchell Trubisky is. I guess, well, I won't say that. So Mitch is Mitch. We know that. But it's more so, is he going to, throw a lot of balls to Deontay Johnson? Is it going to be George Pickens? Is it going to be Chase Claypool? Is it going to be Freiermuth? I don't know. That one is still up in the air. Cincinnati. So Cincinnati has two stacks, in my opinion, with the quarterback. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And also Joe Burrow and T. Higgins. I believe both can have enough value to be elite. And we kind of saw it last year. Chase was an elite wide receiver one. And T. Higgins was right at the bottom of the wide receiver one range. So both are legit stacks. Eagles. I do like Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown. And I also kind of like Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. I do. A.J. Brown is going to free up Devontae Smith a lot. So I kind of like that. Lions, I would not touch just yet. That's a wait and see. New England, I'm not touching that at all. I just don't trust Mac Jones and any of those weapons. Dolphins, that's a wait and see, because it's more so what can Tua do for me? Like how effective can Tua be in the passing game? That's all I need to know. Ravens, this is definitely quarterback, tight end. This is Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, and nobody else. Jets, that's a wait and see. Jacksonville, same thing, wait and see. Commanders with Commander Carson. I know Terry McLaurin is good, and he's quarterback proof. I don't know about Carson just yet. Browns with Jacoby Brissett, I'm not bothering anybody on that. Nope, not going to be able to do it. Panthers. See, I'm a believer in DJ Moore, and I am definitely a believer in Christian McCaffrey when healthy. But it's the Baker Mayfield effect that we're all trying to figure out, right? That's the guy. Trying to make some sense of. So that's a wait and see. Colts, that's a wait and see because I'm trying to see how good Matt Ryan is actually going to be in a Frank Wright system this year. Texans, I'm not touching, but Brandon Cooks should still be valuable. We'll see how Davis Mills can perform. Giants. No. Not going to be able to do it. I am not bothering anybody on the Giants outside of Saquon Barkley. Can't do it. Titans. Can't do it. Nope. Not going to be able to do it. Packers, that's a wait and see. We know Aaron Rodgers is good for it. It's just more so who's going to step up and be a consistent target for Aaron Rodgers, or is he going to spread it out? Is it going to be Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, Sammy Watkins, Christian Watson, Robert Tonyan? I don't know. The Vikings, yes. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen. I believe in both. Heck, even Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook. I am very, very high on Vikings players this year because of their new coach. Kevin O'Connell, I believe that's his name. Offensive coordinator from the Rams. If the Vikings can play anything close to how the Rams plays and how they're schemed, then that's a plus. They're going from a Mike Zimmer offense to this. And you already had dynamic weapons to begin with. But you're telling me that we have some more work to do, some more levels to climb as far as the offense and production? Yes, I am very high on Vikings players this year from a fantasy perspective. Chiefs. Yeah. Mahomes and Kelsey. I mean, maybe a secondary stack might develop from that, but for right now, Mahomes and Kelsey. Arizona. This one is interesting because I know for a fact Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins is a thing, but that won't happen until at least week 7. I know Kyler Murray and Hollywood Brown was a thing in college, so can that be a thing here? And I know Kyler Murray and Zach Ertz became a thing towards the end of last year. So can that, replicate now, especially with DeAndre Hopkins gone? It's possible. So I'm optimistic on that one. The Raiders. Yeah. Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, book it. Derek Carr, Hunter Renfrow, I'm okay with that too. Derek Carr, Darren Waller, maybe. But that's more so. See, in a season-long league, I'm not as high on that one. But if you're playing daily fantasy and let's say you're picking a tournament lineup, I like that one a lot better, the Derek Carr and Darren Waller. Because he's going to be more so touchdown dependent. And say if you have him in a great matchup and he scores 2 or 3 touchdowns, right? Scores 2 or 3 touchdowns in the game, that's going to give you an instant boost right there. We just don't know how consistent that outcome may be. That's the only thing. So, Chargers. Yes. Herbert Allen, I'm all for it. Herbert Mike Williams. Yes. Herbert Austin Eckler. Yes. Yes, all three of those, I'm all for it. All three can definitely pay dividends for your team, season long or daily fantasy. Buccaneers. See, I know the Bucs have offensive line problems. Some of their weapons not all the way healthy, but right now, Brady and Mike Evans, I can see it. Brady and Godwin, whenever he comes back and actually is healthy, I can see it. As long as TB12 can stay up, as long as they can protect the man, his weapons will thrive. And then also, a very sneaky one is Brady and Fournette. Fournette caught the most catches last year in his career. So, I mean, that one became legit. Dallas? Yeah, Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott and Dalton Schultz. Those two are legit. Broncos? Yeah. Russell Wilson, Cortland Sutton. Russell Wilson, Jerry Jeudy. Those are the two I like. In Seattle? Nope. Can't do it. I believe in DK Metcalf, but I don't believe in Geno Smith or Drew Lock or whoever else they throw back there this year. I can't do it. So yeah, that's just the preview of stacks that I think that are legit right now. And we'll talk more as the season comes. Continue to rock with your boy right here on the No Offense Radio and the No Offense Network. Follow your boy on social media at JGoodWithSports, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Check me out on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, live Saturday mornings on Facebook with my bros Brandon and Ian. This Sunday, Destination Fantasy is back for every week, live on Facebook and YouTube with my bros Deshaun and Walt. But continue to be safe. Go Serena. She won again. She's a couple matches closer for maybe closing out her career with another U.S. Open win. But you all stay safe. Enjoy the weather while we got it. Until next time. Peace.